Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to days of our live spoilers for Monday, October 2, Stefan Demira and Gabby Demira will be appreciative of Vivian Alamain for saving them after she had just fired at Dimitri von Leuschner. When Dimitri passes away, someone in the Demira mansion will contact 911, contrary to Vivian's opinion that they should merely dispose of the body and let it rot. A fact, Dimitri himself might be the culprit since he'll eventually call Leo Stark from the hospital and admit that he's been shot. Day's teasers indicate that Gwen Rischak will expose Leo fully now that she has admitted she is aware of his having an affair with Dimitri. Leo will make a sincere request for pardon, but Gwen will reject him and go on with her plan of retaliation. Leo will hasten to the hospital to check on wounded Dimitri after receiving the call we previously mentioned from Dimitri. Day's spoilers indicate that Leo will fear that Gwen might be involved in all of this, but for the time being, he will mainly concentrate on his worries over Dimitri's rehabilitation. Dimitri appears to be in good hands, but Vivian should be aware that she could get into issue with the law for what she did. Vivian will attempt to blend in for a while in order to avoid going back to jail, because she will later don a disguise. Day's teasers indicate that Belle Brady will discuss Sean Brady's problems with Marlena Evans on Monday's DOOL episode and receive advice. Sean will, however, have to deal with Jada Hunter's wrath because he slept with Talia Hunter. Jada would blame Sean and might get physical with him. As a result, she might slap him for preying on her sister while she was weak. Talia acknowledges her part in what happened, but Jada will still lash out at Sean and make it clear that she doesn't agree. Sean will apologize for cheating on Belle and for allowing Talia to become involved in his marital problems, which he undoubtedly made worse by doing so. Jada will agree to keep her conversation with Sean private, but Belle might hear it and find out the truth anyhow. It appears that Belle will overhear the cheating news and let her fury out because she is about to confront Sean. Keep checking for updates on the tense scenes that are coming as per days of our live spoilers. Sean will be put on the spot due to Belle's discovery. Vivian Alamain called someone about refurbishing the Kyriakis estate and instructed them to deliver a dumpster for Maggie Kyriakis' belongings, according to the days of our lives recap for Friday, September 29. Maggie, however, entered and revealed that Vivian received nothing while presenting the revised will of Victor Kyriakis. Maggie stated that she had previously had the original document probated, while Vivian ripped up the original. When Vivian resisted leaving, Maggie phoned a deputy and watched with delight as he dragged Vivian away while carrying an eviction notice. He awoke inebriated on the couch at Alex Kyriakis' flat, whining that the hammering on his door was too loud. Sonny Kyriakis, whose brother Alex opened up to, said that their father gave him information on the new will and Angelica Deveraux's letter. At one time, Alex argued that Justin Kyriakis was now merely Sonny's father and even referred to him as Cousin Justin. Since Justin was still the one who reared him, Sonny gave Alex some tough love and thought his whining was pretty pitiful. Sonny expressed his displeasure by saying, "Screw you," as a result of Alex's focus on the biology of it all and his acting like Sonny wasn't his brother anymore. But finally, Sonny relented a little and admitted that Alex was going through a lot. Sonny only wanted Alex to realize that his relationship still involved love and connection. Alex didn't see the point despite Sonny's encouragement to talk to Justin and realized that he was suffering as well. Alex was hooked on Victor lying to him and wasn't even sure he wanted his inheritance. Alex's perspective on everything changed fundamentally after discovering Victor was his father. When all this drama was going on, Sonny hated to leave his family, but he had a flight to catch. Sonny visited the Kyriakis mansion to bid Maggie farewell after saying goodbye to Alex. Sonny was overjoyed to learn that Maggie had expelled Vivian from the residence. Eventually, Vivian showed up at Alex's door expecting they could combine up to fight Maggie for control of Titan. But he also threw her out. After Vivian left, Alex appeared to be deeply contemplating what she had said about him becoming Victor's heir. On Friday's Days episode, Kate Roberts Brady informed Marlena Evans of Vivian's demise at the pub after learning of it from Bonnie Caracas. Kristen DeMira and Gwen Rischek made the decision to punish Dimitri von Leuschner and Leo Stark today in the DeMira house. On Friday's Days program, Dimitri discovered their plot and was skeptical, but Gwen insisted she was only asking Kristen for assistance with a surprise for Dimitri. On Friday's DOOL program, when Dimitri left, Kristen predicted a bad future for him because Gwen would get all the money from the codicil. Gwen stated the bank account that Dimitri had put his first installment check in since she didn't want to take things to that extreme. Gwen took off to make sure that she would withdraw every penny and split it with Kristen. Leo had a dream that he came home to find Gabby and Stefan in bed covered in blood after Dimitri had taken them out. Leo was jolted out of his sleep and confronted Dimitri about his plans, pleading with him not to go that far. Eventually, Dimitri gave in and gave Leo a comforting hug, but as Gwen showed up outside, they parted ways. Gwen made a huge deal out of making out with Dimitri before departing to conduct errands after Dimitri and Leo made excuses. Soon after, Gwen ran into Leo again in his hotel room and brought him his preferred dessert, a banana cream pie from Sweet Bits. Leo was happy until Gwen slammed the news in his face and said that she knew he had been having an affair with her husband. On Friday's Days episode, Kristen threatened to shoot Dimitri for failing to give her a share of the inheritance while they were at the DeMira mansion. Kristen rushed out as Dimitri called her bluff and eventually snatched the weapon away. When Gabby and Stefan showed there, they began badgering Dimitri about the shares of DeMira they wanted. They were terrified when Dimitri squeezed the trigger on Stefan and Gabby next. Gabby was protected by Stefan before a shot was fired, but wounded Dimitri was knocked to the ground. Vivian shot Dimitri to prevent him from harming Stefan in the same way, as shown when the camera panned across to him. Keep an eye on Days of Our Lives because there will soon be an emergency medical visit for Dimitri, according to spoilers. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Susan Banks will eventually see E.J. DeMira, who has been severely missing her ever since her alleged demise. Wendy Shin attempted to persuade E.J. that Susan was still alive, but given the situation, he was dubious. It's not unusual for a Days character to come back to life, but it's understandable why E.J. might be skeptical given how insistent Ava Vitali was in the past about Susan's dire situation. Before E.J. can genuinely think his mother survived, he will likely need to meet Susan himself because he doesn't trust Ava. Edmund Crumb, who is now holding her hostage together with Ava and Harris Michaels after drugging them, is to blame for Susan's current situation in London. Although Harris, Ava, and Susan are in a terrible circumstance, they will undoubtedly manage to escape or receive help at some point. Days spoilers indicate that when the time comes, Susan will need to make a grand entrance back into Salem. Thus, DOL might have a big surprise in store for E.J. Will Susan show up to E.J. and Nicole Walker's wedding as a wedding crasher? Maybe just as Nicole and E.J. are about to exchange vows, Susan will barge in. On E.J.'s special day, Susan might give an explanation and assume her proper position as the mother of the groom. Susan, of course, is a lot more perceptive than most people, so she might pick up on some uncomfortable Nicole vibes. It might cause Susan to wonder if Nicole's child is Nicole's, which could cause some family strife to break out at some point. In any event, according to Days teasers, E.J. and Susan will reunite soon and enjoy some touching scenes this fall. E.J. will be shocked once he learns all the specifics from his mother since Susan will go back to Salem and recount her crazy experience. Do you anticipate Susan interfering with Nicole and E.J.'s wedding? Will Susan show up unexpectedly when E.J. finally has the reunion of his dreams? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.